Good evening, everyone. Now that those of you who are on your feet, you can stay on your feet, can I ask everyone to please rise and remain standing for the arrival of His Honor H. Frank Lewis, Lieutenant Governor of Prince Edward Island. Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. I think every classroom in the province should have a lieutenant governor. It's the only way to get order. Your Honor, Premier Ghiz, Honorable Margaret Norrie McCain, our honorary chair for this evening's event, Honorable Frank McKenna, our keynote speaker, Honorable Catherine Callbeck, in whose honor we gather and whose achievements and contributions we celebrate. Catherine. Welcome everyone to this grand evening of celebration. I named, selected, and leading dignitaries. There are others, and among those who join us for this fine occasion, there are provincial cabinet ministers and MLAs, current and retired federal members of parliament and senators, members of municipal councils and mayors, business and educational leaders, directors of the board of Chance's Family Center and staff, and family, friends, and supporters of Catherine Callbeck and of Chance's Family Center. I might say this includes an impressive number of generous donors that have made today's event and this evening's event possible, and we're glad that you're all here. Tonight, we're all family, and we're here to support children and families. And to get the evening started, I invite our Premier, the Honourable Robert Ghiz, for opening remarks. Premier Ghiz.
Well, thank you very much, Wade, and it is a pleasure to be here this evening. Wonderful to see His Honor here, my colleagues in the Legislative Assembly, our special guest, Senator Catherine Callbeck, Honorary Chair Margaret McCain, ladies and gentlemen. This is a wonderful evening. It's a great opportunity for us as Islanders and some Maritimers to have the opportunity to celebrate one of the most important politicians over the last 40 years in Prince Edward Island, whether or not we were talking about provincial politics, becoming a federal member of parliament, going on to become the first elected female premier in Canadian history, and then, of course, the Senate of Canada, not to mention an illustrious business career and many, many special volunteer capacities over the course of Senator Callbeck's career. So it's a great opportunity for us to be able to celebrate a career, but also at the same time celebrate something that is extremely important. Of course, that is the Chance's organization. And I know that it is a wonderful organization that has many, many great supporters. But probably one of the most important supporters would be Margaret McCain and the McCain Foundation, who I've had the privilege of working with over the last number of years to help support young families, to help support young children in our society. And I want to take this opportunity to thank the Margaret and Wallace McCain Foundation for all the great work they do, along with all the other corporate sponsors and individual supporters as well, because we know that giving a child the best possible start in life will lead to great things in that young person's life over the course of the next 80 or 90 years. And I know that as a government, when we first got elected in 2007, we were very fortunate to be able to partner with Chance's. We partnered with them on the Best Start program, being able to expand that program to allow young parents to get the supports and the help that they need. Not everyone in society is blessed with perhaps the same socioeconomic backgrounds or the same family backgrounds, and supports in our society are extremely important. We also were able, as a government, to introduce a new early learning system in the province of Prince Edward Island. We now have 46 centers all across Prince Edward Island. We went from being one of the lowest ranked in Canada in terms of early learning centers to one of the top within a 3-year period, only behind the province of Quebec. And of course, I don't like being last or second, so we're going to try and become first over the next number of years. And I think that it's a great opportunity for us to work with Chances on all of these endeavors, and also work with the McCain Foundation as well, and Holland College, on research. Because if we're making significant investments, it's also important to make sure that our investments are working. And because we have such a small jurisdiction here, it's very important for us to look at ways where we can continue to help younger generations. From there, on top of helping the Best Start program, early learning centers, we moved into kindergarten in the school system. I like to joke, I guess now with a family, someone who's connected to the family, but McGuinty always used to love to brag in Ontario, as Frank would know, that they brought in a universal day-long kindergarten system. And it took them 5-6 years to get it done. In Prince Edward Island, we got it done in 1 year, and it's something now where 6,000 kindergarten students have gone through our system. It is a wonderful system. In fact, I have no conflict of interest, but my 5-year-old is in kindergarten this year taking French immersion. She comes home. My 3.5-year-old can now count to 10 in French and also do the alphabet because her 5-year-old comes home and teaches her every day. So just a clear indication of how great our kindergarten system is. So I want to encourage everyone to, if you get the opportunity, if you don't know enough about Chances, talk to some of the volunteers here this evening. It is an incredible organization. If you want to make a difference in someone's life, help invest early on in their life. And I want to thank Senator Callbeck, Catherine, for allowing her to, for us to use her tonight to support such a worthwhile cause. She is someone who is renowned across Canada. She has a lot of colleagues here from Ottawa and from many different careers that she's had. I do want to recognize one of her first bosses, and that, of course, would be another premier who's here. There's actually 2 former premiers and a current premier here tonight, and of course, Alex Campbell is here as well, and he was instrumental in Catherine's career as well. So thank you, Catherine, for everything you do, and thank everyone for supporting such a worthwhile cause in Chances. Enjoy your evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Premier Ghiz, for your remarks and for the emphasis that you and your government have placed on early learning and early childhood development.